I think what happened is Jonathan Groff and I got mixed up on the way out.
That makes a lot of sense.
I got, like, there was, like, the gayness, the straightness, and then the two sexualities, and they got, like, swapped. So he got the straight energy, but gay, and I got the gay energy, but straight.
Make sure those airlock doors are secure. Yeah, we don't want to revisit movie night or anything like that.
Welcome back to Podcast Night on Gargantua-1. I'm Grimmia.
Cool! Hey, Grimmia, you didn't tell us we were going to Africa today.
Great, he's up.
Oh, look, elephants!
That's Loxodonta africana. You can tell which ones are males because they're the only ones with tusks.
I got no problem telling which one's the male. Check out the fifth leg on that beast.
It's called a trunk.
It's called You're a Tool, and that ain't what I'm talking about.
But we are talking about the incredible Mr. Brisby today. The 4th episode. Also, this episode aired on my birthday in 2004, August 28th.
And that was your first birthday, correct?
Yes, obviously. I don't know. I can't do enough math in my head
That would
quickly
make you
enough.
19.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No. Close, but no.
Third birthday. 22.
I don't even know how old I was in 2004.
I don't even know how old you are now, so you lie about your age so much. I'm just like...
Yeah, that's fair. I just stopped counting after 29.
Have you in a nebulous state?
Directed and written by Jackson Public again, and this was another one that was aired out of production order. This was the 5th episode produced.
Sorry, no, I have a question. When they say 5th episode produced, is the pilot being counted in that? Because this is the 5th after the pilot.
No.
Okay.
If you go some of the DVDs or some of, like, some rewatch sites, if you go to click on, like, or in the DVD, you select the 5th episode, it would be this one. And if you select the 4th one, it would be Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Magic, which we'll get into in 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah. It's gonna be fun. Magic is fun.
That was a good episode. But this one is also a good episode, and it's kind of weird, as always.
Just my original quick thoughts. I like this episode a lot.
I had a feeling you would, because it's very corporate satire.
I mean, corporations are bad, but that's not what this podcast is about. For that, check out my other podcast, The Means of Production. No, I really liked Brisby because he was super creepy.
This episode kind of... Brisby himself freaked me out a little. Like, the first time I watched this, I remember being like...
I think I jumped a little bit when you first see his face.
Yeah.
It was just like, everything like pinned back. I'm like, oh, shit. Okay.
It's like a little uncomfy.
I really like the interactions between Hank and Dean in this episode. I think the writing for them was so good.
They're off on their own little adventure again.
Yeah, but like usually their adventure revolves around them being stupid, and like this did too, but they felt more lived in as characters this time rather than just, oh, let's move them around to set up jokes.
And
I think
easily
it's
got brainwashed this time.
I think it's because they interact with each other more in the beginning that made it more fun. Like, you are so lucky I had milk earlier. Like,
yeah.
Oh, gross. Or just, yeah, there's a lot of really good, like, Hank and Dean lines in this episode. Well, our dad has a strict policy to never negotiate with terrorists for our lives, so you're wasting our time. Because it's like, yeah, you could have ended it with terrorists, but you had to specify that it's for our lives.
Very specifically.
They'll negotiate for other things, but not us.
No.
Fuck, like, we suck.
It's also, like, a little bit into some more tragic backstory unlocked for Rusty.
Yeah.
Like, Brisby calls him out on not graduating college. We get the flashback when Jonas is testing rides and just forcing Rusty to be involved.
I was confused, and I might have, like, missed it. I don't know why the truth serum caused Rusty to act Like a Southern Belle? ?
I wonder if it's his diet pills, quote unquote. Or he's just so desensitized, because probably as a kid he probably got drugged with truth serum, like, tell us your dad's secrets so we can undermine him.
Or, so, I wonder if he's not even I wonder if, like, here's a really out there theory. He got, like, conditioned that when he has truth serum, he, like, enters a fugue state and this other personality comes out. So this other personality will tell the truth, but it's all, like, some weird bullshit.
It's some crazy shit.
Fiction.
It's not related to the questions being asked.
Yeah. Just out here thinking, like, oh, mercy, which one of you strapping young bucks will catch my fall?
Ooh.
Like, what the hell?
And then just collapsing.
Rolls off table. It's just shit like that. I thought it was really funny. But yeah, Brisby was super creepy.
Super culty.
Yeah. The
super obviously
so many shots.
Disney
Yeah,
satire.
so many Disney shots.
Like the Orange County Liberation Front. The original
Yeah.
Disneyland is in Orange County, I'm pretty sure.
Or very close to
Brisby
it.
sounds like Disney.
Brisby B instead of Mickey Mouse.
It's also directly a reference, which is also the reference I noticed this time around, to Mrs. Brisby from Secret of Nim.
Oh, okay.
And Nim was made by Don Bluth, who, after he left Disney, went on to do many other non-Disney animated products.
That all look vaguely the same.
You can tell a Don Bluth movie, for sure.
Yeah.
The owl in Secret of Nim scared the bejesus out of me as well.
Can I be honest here? I haven't seen Secret of Nim ever.
I loved the book growing up, and then the movie, I guess, is also from the 80s, and so is the book. But when I watched the movie, the owl just scared me. It's these little mice escaping Nim, or trying to figure out what Nim is, and Nim's like a lab where they were tested on.
Oh, really?
It's a good book. It's a good movie, too, if you can find it.
That's so sad. Let me look this up. I feel like 90% of our podcast is just like other cultural references circulating around Venture Bros a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like that's what they envisioned.
Yeah, I think they'd like it.
I do. The Brisby Dome does kind of also, one, remind me of Epcot because of the hexagons.
I think that's the point.
And two, it just kind of has that monarch cocoon feel.
Yeah. So yeah, on the references thing, it's Brisby is a parody of Disney, shares his given name with Roy Disney.
Brisby sounds like Disney.
Brisby Land is a parody of Disneyland. Busy Bee is a parody of Mickey Mouse. Brisby's desire to stave off death through the science of cloning is a reference to the, quote, urban legend that Disney's head was cryogenically
That's not
frozen.
an urban legend, that's true.
That's why I said, quote, urban legend. Check out our other podcast, Urban Legends. And then Roy Brisby exclaims, Jiminy Crickets do something. The phrase Jiminy Cricket originated as a minced oath, but was later used as the name of the talking cricket in the Disney movie Pinocchio. Yay. The Brock continues to get Brock continues to pull.
Yes, always.
Every single episode.
He's gonna not pull Molotov throughout the entire series. It's like a whole will they, won't they.
Really? I mean, I guess that goes with her being a cock tease.
Yeah, also her chastity belt.
Her outfit, though, dear lord. That is...
Molotov is a fox.
That is so much... Well, like, so much fabric for so little clothing.
Yeah. Well, she's like, obviously she's a Black Widow kind of knockoff.
Oh god, yeah. And she's both like, you know, very clearly like a Black Widow knockoff, but also like a Bond girl parody.
Oh, she's very much a Bond girl.
Where it's like, here's a sexy sounding name that's full of innuendo, and oh, is she evil?
Yeah.
Is she on
Honey
his
Rider.
side? Yeah, Honey Rider, Pussy Galore.
just to name a few.
Christmas Jones.
Uh-huh. Mayday.
Which, they named her Christmas Jones for the one joke where after sex, Bond's like, I thought Christmas only comes once a year. But and we're all like, oh shit.
Haha.
And it's like, she didn't come, Bond. You don't know how to finish a woman, you liar. There's the take from the episode.
Stay tuned for our next podcast where we just riff on James Bond movies. This is another episode with quite a bit of firsts.
Oh yes.
Brisby Land returns. The boys were already wearing, or not Brisby Land itself, but Brisby as an entity is always there. Because the boys were wearing their Busy Bee hats forever ago.
Is he a recurring villain?
He does come back.
Okay.
I don't think the Orange County Liberation Front does. Molotov comes back throughout the entire series. This is our first mention of David Bowie, which is very important.
Yeah.
I don't think it's our first mention of cloning. Cloning plays a very big part in this entire series.
I'm aware.
So I don't think this might be the first mention of cloning.
I think it might be. I believe you are correct, yes.
Classic Helper moment where Helper just like doesn't help
Where
at all.
They call him and hope he'll bring the X1 back, but he just ejects himself.
He just ejects himself.
It's like, oh, that didn't work out as planned at all. I do love, though, how Molotov helps Samson get into the Orange County thing, and then she just fucks off.
She was there to rescue Lily for David Bowie.
Yeah.
She had her own. She always has her own thing going on.
I liked the panda.
Lily.
Was Lily the panda? I thought he had a different name.
Yeah.
I thought it was Mandalay.
No, Mandalay was the man. I don't know what Brisby calls him.
Oh no, Mandalay's the big guy. Oh right, yeah, because he won Lily from David Bowie in a trivia contest, which was before the trivia boom of 85.
Yes.
Stay tuned for our next podcast, the trivia boom of 85. I'll show myself out.
You're fired.
I'm fired.
Yeah.
Promoting too many things.
I guess Mandalay is just
Mandalay is
a bodyguard.
According to the website, the wiki, it says he's partially inspired by Punjab from the comic strip Little Orphan Annie. But I also I would again be like, this is very heavily a parody of both Disneyland and capitalism, but also there being James Bond movie.
Mm-hmm.
Big, intimidating foreign bodyguard.
Yeah, here's my giant bodyguard.
Creepy villain. Yeah, creepy villain. Morally ambiguous hot lady. What more do you want? Yeah,
Brisby does have the Dr. No vibes. Dr. No had I think it was the fake arms, and Brisby's just kind of creepy looking.
Yeah. Or Blowfold vibes or something. Definitely could be a Bond villain in another life. Actually, I'd be really happy if a Bond villain had a theme park.
I could see the one in A View to Kill having a theme park.
Zoran?
Yeah, I could see him have a theme park.
Is it because he's Christopher Walken?
Yes.
So,
yes.
Could you see Zoran having a theme park or Christopher Walken having
Christopher Walken having a theme park?
Okay.
I guess maybe Goldfinger would have one, and it would just be all gold, and nobody would be allowed to go in there. But he would have it.
Scaramanga had his weird house, Man with the Golden Gun.
Yeah.
That was close enough to a theme park. It was super weird and laid out really whack. I don't think I have anything else to say about this episode. I just found this bee-looking hat on my desk, so I'm gonna put it on.
Yeah,
okay?
You know what? That's fine.
Kill the bee. Kill the bee.
Bees are good for the environment. Do not kill bees. In fact, you should plant wildflowers to help increase bee populations.
Kill the bee. Kill the bee.
But that's it for us today. Kind of a short episode, but that's alright. And we will see you next week for Eeny, Meeny, Miny Magic, which is absolutely fantastic. And it's going to have a lot of things Colin will enjoy. And we'll see you then. Goodbye.
Kill the bee. Kill the bee. Kill the bee. Kill the bee. Kill the bee.